Hey guys, Dr. Cobra here, coming back. Hey guys, Dr. Cobra here, for the Nefarious League, coming back at you with Game 2 from the second semifinals of the Eagle Open, which is the Gold and Platinum level tournament put on by the Nefarious League. I'll have a link in the description. You should go check them out. So this game we do have Vanidar versus tehmasterer. Vanidar, who's been playing as random this tournament, has spawned as the purple Zerg up in the top right, and tehmasterer spawned as red Terran down in the bottom left of Zelnaga Caverns. Last game was Terran versus Terran. Pretty long, drawn out, maybe a little bit boring, but it came down to tehmasterer, I think, just misclicked when he tried to bust the ramp and moved instead of A moved, which was terrible for his army. They just got demolished without doing hardly any damage. This map, I want to say maybe it's a little bit Zerg favored, but not really. A lot of people consider this to be one of the more balanced maps. Or maybe it's Terran favored, I don't know. This second expansion is open on, there's 3 different paths, and none of them are great to defend at, so if Vanidar does go for an early expansion, then he could be subject to some harassment there. Or if tehmasterer goes for a fairly early expansion, Zerglings can just come in from all different sides, kind of hard to defend. And it looks like Vanidar going to put down a 14 hatch, so very early, going hatch first. Looks like tehmasterer didn't quite scout it, but he saw that drone, so he's probably about to go check it. So he does know it's coming. Let's see if he's got any harassment up his sleeve to try to make Vanidar pay for it. Spawning pool now on the way for Vanidar. Tehmasterer, excuse me, playing pretty standard. Got the standard opening and going for that barracks, second barracks, so maybe going to try to apply some early pressure. Maybe a 3 racks push, or maybe just some marine pressure. This SCV has been obediently drilling away this hatchery. You'd think, actually, this giant drill could pop this. It doesn't look like it'd be that hard to pop. I don't know. And that little scorpion dude on the inside come out and probably eat the SCV's face off. Anyways, so the spawning pool is done for Vanidar, getting a queen and just 1 pair of lings out. No, 2 pairs of lings. Check that. Enough to chase away this SCV. And doing a drone transfer as this hatchery has just come up. This Marine trying to chase this Overlord around. I don't think he'll be able to kill him, but it's going to be close. Reactor coming down on that first barracks, so interesting play. A reactor on the second barracks as well, and even another barracks coming down, so looks like he's going to get a ton of Marines out. Ooh, and he did manage to pop that Overlord just barely. So probably going to see a pretty strong Marine heavy push here early. Vanidar hasn't seen this add-on, he hasn't seen any of the other barracks, so not sure he's going to be ready for this. What he needs to do is just poke up the ramp with his Zerglings and be able to, you know, see these 2. If he pokes up the ramp, he'll be able to see both of these reactors and should be able to prepare accordingly. Also, losing that Overlord hurts him quite a bit because he could have saved that over here off in the corner for like a secondary scout. But he's not going to be able to get that this time. Tech Lab coming down, so maybe a couple Marauders in there with it, or maybe he's just getting that for stim. We're not sure. Vanidar putting up a couple Spine Crawlers, trying to feel a little bit safer this expansion. Still hardly has very many lings. He only has 6 lings on the field right now. And he does have a slight worker advantage, but this mule is still going to make tehmasterer's economy a good bit higher. And yeah, that's right. So, combat shield on the way. A lot of Marines coming out. If tehmasterer doesn't supply block himself, and he's getting 2 more SCVs, so 2 more supply depots, excuse me. A lot of Marines are going to be coming out. This is actually a pretty scary force right now. 14 Marines against just 6 Zerglings and 1 Queen. So if he pushes out pretty soon, I think Vanidar might be in a little bit of trouble. He does have this 1 Ling here. If he's able to see this force coming with that Ling, maybe he'll be able to pump out some units. Depends on how many larvae he has saved up, I think. And looks like Tehmasterer waiting for that combat shields to be done. And probably as soon as that's done, he's going to press out and make an attack. Oh, excuse me. Wrong button there. So yeah, that Ling did. I was trying to give vision, but I pressed the space bar. Anyways, that Ling did see all this coming. So let's see what Vanidar's reaction is. He's got 4 Lings on the way, but as you can look and see, he just didn't have hardly any larvae ready for this. So using all of his larvae right now on Zerglings, he does have a couple spine crawlers, trying to throw up a couple more. This is going to be a really hairy spot for Vanidar, because that has a lot of combat shielded Marines. Looks like they're going to be able to come in here and make short work of that first spine crawler. Here comes the Lings, trying to get a surround, which is not nearly enough. More Lings on the way, but I just don't think it's going to be enough. Down go all the spine crawlers. The hatchery is probably going to fall next. Going through the drones for sure. Hatchery going down shortly. The rest of the Lings pop, but still we have 31 Marines and 2 Marauders versus 11. So probably going to be the end of Vanidar in this game. He does have a Spire up, but we're not good against mass. So Tehmasterer pushing up into the main. He's going to take out at least 1 spine crawler before it pops. Down goes the Queen, down goes the Lings as they spawn. Able to kill a 2nd spine crawler before it pops. And able to kill that one after only getting 1 hit off. If he goes to the spawning tool, then we'll probably see him. So it's basically a well. So now going for the spawning tool. And down it goes. That's pretty much the game. Vanidar holding on just to see if he can do something crazy with his drones and spine crawlers. Tehmasterer getting in really good position on the ramp right here. That was actually really good, so that the drones couldn't get us around. Just cutting the DPS of the drone army by a ton, while keeping his at full DPS. So a bunch of reinforcing Marines. I mean, a bunch of reinforcing Marines. And that's going to be it for Vanidar. Look at the units tab. Just 1 Zergling, 1 Queen versus 26 Marines. So 3 mutants popping out. The mutants not going to be able to do anything. Oh, look at those drones just liquefying as they tried to attack. And there's the GG. So the series is tied up 1-1. Come back for game 3, and that will decide who is going on to the finals.